Good afternoon, Kindle. Here to God willing record today's Chumash with Rashi for the third portion of Parshas Bo. As always, learning a bind now. And what do you call an alligator in a vest? He's an investigator. Chapter 10, verse 24. Coming out of the plague of darkness. Let's see what's coming. V'yikra Paro Moshe. Paro called to Moshe. V'yomer l'chu uvdu es Hashem. He says, go serve the Almighty. Rak stone chem only your sheep, Vakarchem, and your cattle. Yitzah gum. So stay here talking to you. Come on, but your kids can go. Before he refused about the kids, now he's holding the cattle back. He doesn't want that money leaving. And we see what he's really all about. Rashi Chavdal Yutza Yehi Matzug Mukoma. They should stay here. In the regular sense, Yutza refers to something moving which should now stand still. Rashi is pointing out its meaning here is it should remain standing still. Okay, very good. Okay, but Yomer Moshe Gam Ata Tidim and Dana. He says, not only are we taking our cattle and sheep, but you're going to give us too. Zvachim Va'oilo says, sacrifices and burnt offerings, Vasim L'Shem L'Kein, we're going to make them for Hashem our God. Okay, Gam Ata Titan. It's not just enough that we're going to take our own. Gam Shochat Titan, you're also going to give us yours. Rashi explains, Gam Ata, you too, imply that not only would others give them animals, but also Paro would. He explains this is not the meaning. Rashi therefore you too imply that not only would others give them, but also Paro. Rashi therefore explains this is not the meaning, but rather Gam must be understood in the context of the following verse. Not only will our livestock go with us, but also you will give us. I don't understand that. I'll have to come back to that. God willing. We're going to take our cattle also, our livestock, Losishar Parsa, and we're not going to leave any hoof one here. We're going to take them with us, Lavod es Hashem Lokenu, to serve Hashem our God. We don't know exactly what we're going to serve Hashem with, until we get there. Rashi, Parsa regal, it's the hoof, planta palaz, meaning the hoof in French. Lo neda manavod, we don't know what we're going to have to serve with. How heavy is going to be the service? Maybe it'll be more than what we ask. How many animals we need to take? Can't mean that they don't know which kind of animals, because that wouldn't have. I don't necessarily meant they were to take a large amount. Alright, Chav Zayin v'chizak Hashem es leParo. Hashem hardened Paro's heart, v'lo ava l'shalchem, and he didn't desire to send them. Chav Ches v'yomer lo Paro leich malai, and Paro says, get out of here. Hashem l'cha, be careful. Tesaros ofenai yomros of his panai tamos. And Paro says, be careful that telling Moshe that he shouldn't see his face again, and he's forecasting not the best news. Rashi, Pasuk Chav v'yomer Moshe Kain Dibarta. Moshe says, you spoke right. Lo Yisavodos Benach, I'm not going to see you again. Rashi Kain Dibarta. Yafe Dibarta, Uzmanu Dibarta, you said properly, and in the time you said, spoken well, and you spoke it at the right time. It's true, I won't see your face again. Literally, I don't see your face in your palace, as Mizrachi explains. But we're going to see his face again when he tries to urge Moshe out of town after his firstborn son dies. Yud Aleph, Parak Yud Aleph, chapter, verse 1. V'yomer Hashem Moshe, Hashem says to Moshe, Od nega achad, I'm going to bring one more plague, Avi al Paro, on Paro, on Mitzrayim, and on the Egyptians, Achar Ken Yishalach Hashem, then he's going to send you Mizeh, Yishalchu, when he sends you, Kala Garish Garish, he'll send you completely, Garish Garish, that's when he's going to drive you out of here. Kala Rashi Gemira, Kalil Kulchem Yishalach, he's going to send all of you out, there's nothing left to talk about. Here, Kala has a different meaning than we usually mean. It's completely or absolutely, as you can see from Onkelos. Pasuk Beis, Daber na be'iznei ha'am, please speak in the ears of the people. Shalom ish me'esrei, when everyone should ask their friend, ve'isha me'esrusa, and a woman should ask her friend. Kli kesef, kli zav, vessels of silver and gold. It's interesting that silver is not mentioned first here. Rashi, Daber na, please speak. Ein na el loshem kasha. Na means please. Bakash min. And would please just warn them about this. Shelo Yomer also Sadiq Abraham, that I shouldn't have to tell my Sadiq Abraham of doing Vinu Osam, that they were going to serve them and afflict them, Kayim Behem, and it's fulfilled in them. And then they'll say that that Hashem didn't fulfill the latter part of the covenant. They're going to go out with great wealth. The reason for this warning was necessary, even though people are requesting gold and silver items from the Mitzrayim, some benefit was so that they should not think that this command was for their own benefit. It was something that they could forgo. If they think it's just for them and they feel rich and they don't have to get, no, they think, but now they realize they're on a mission to help God fulfill His promise to Avraham Avinu. God told Moshe to custom people do it, that His promise to Abraham should be fulfilled. Let's just read it one time through in the Chayenu. Word is none other than an expression of request you to caution about this, so that the Rashi man Avram should not say, yeah, he did enslave him, God forbid, but he didn't take him out with great wealth. If you want to learn about it more, it's in Brachos, Pasuk Gimel, closing Pasuk of today's Chumash. V'yitin Hashem eschein ba'am, and Hashem put grace in the nation, on the Jews, B'nei Mitzrayim, and in the eyes of the Egyptians, Gam Ha'ish Moshe Gadol, and they even thought Moshe was a great guy, behold, very great, Beretz Mitzrayim, in the land of Egypt, B'nei Abdei Paro, in the eyes of Paro's servants, in the eyes of the people. So both Paro's servants and the people thought Moshe was great. It's really just Paro himself, the ultimate kingship, that once it was contained here, we're learning about this in the Sikha, that such a high light, once it's revealed here, if it doesn't know it's Eibishter, it can just get very off track. It can be very not nice. So we lose sight of Hashem, and he's not going to want to give in, and he's going to be stubborn, but somebody who's anyways not the king, not the ultimate king, can see Moshe and see the miracles and easily give in. But someone who's the absolute king of the entire world, who could imagine he's God forbid, and lose sight of the Almighty, especially with this extremely high, super high source, which he's possibly even in touch with, will be confused about this. But do we see that by the servants who didn't have such a high source, Moshe's light really radiated to them. They weren't able to work with all that. They're working somewhat within the limits of space and time, but the person who thinks they're absolute king of the universe, he's sort of beyond space and time. It's hard for Moshe to deal with such a person. I always wanted to look at one Taich one first. Let me see the Chayenu Taich, verse 26 rather. She'll take from our livestock, take from to serve the Tao. We don't know what will. It's interesting they said. Which says you're going to give us 2, and we're going to make them. It also says that our own stuff is going to go with us. We won't leave a hoof. Take all our stuff to serve Hashem, and we don't know just how much we have to do until we get there. Now, there's a couple interesting notes here. Literally words Gam Ata from 25, and you too, implying that not only would others give, but also Paro would give. Rashi therefore also explains that this is not the meaning, but rather that Gam, it's still in the context of the following verse, not only our stock was, also you will give us. Well, Paro just said leave your own stuff behind. It's kind of implied. It's hard for me to see that. Third, we know how many animals. Doesn't mean we can't know which types, because that wouldn't demand that we would have to take everything we got, plus Paro would have to give us. So what do we learn today? Paro's ready to give in a little more. He's still negotiating after the plague of darkness and saying, now can you take the kids, which he wasn't willing to do earlier, but leave the livestock. Moshe says, not only are we taking our livestock, you're going to give us 2. We'll clean this place out. We don't know exactly what we have to serve with. And Hashem made Paro's heart strong, and he drove him, and he didn't want to send him out, and he drove Moshe away. And Moshe said, "You spoke right. We're not going to see each other again, except for the time, at least not in the palace," as Gorari explains. As Mizraki explains, that when Paro, after his kid dies, they will see one more time. He says, "You spoke right." Kala here means absolutely, like its normal meaning. Na means please. Why does he have to say please if what they're doing is taking gold and silver, or at least asking for it? He has to anyway say please, because he's not doing it for their benefit. They need to know this is so Hashem can fill his promise to Abraham. Alright, Mashiach.